Hello everyone, good evening from a very rainy evening in Philadelphia. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and if you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself, set any requests for your personal healing and well-being. I'm just going to adjust my volume a little bit, sorry about that. If you are watching this as a video replay, if you want to skip ahead to the Reiki healing, start your journey at about an hour, 15 minutes in, or scroll ahead until you see the lights begin to shift. And for those of you who have been here before, thank you so much for your ongoing support. It means the world to me. So good to see you all here on this Sunday evening. We can go ahead and just dive right in and start building this beautiful grid. Awesome. So as usual, we have our copper spiral. This helps to break up blockages and get the optimal energy flowing. So let's go ahead and say hello. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to rain. It's very weird. So here I am in West Philly. It started just pouring out of nowhere, and I completely surprised by it. And here in Elkins Park, there's apparently no rain. It's been raining for about 20 minutes. Bev, Kanta, Jennifer, and JS, it's so good to see you all. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. Okay, good. Connection's up. We're doing groovy. Sweet. So let's go ahead and take a peek at these amazing requests. So, and Kanta wrote something just a little bit cut off. Garnet and anything to support finding and landing a job that suits you. You'll watch tomorrow when you wake up. Awesome. So enjoy when you're watching this tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get some garnet for JS, as well as anything that supports finding a job that suits you. Let's do some tourmalinated quartz and here we go. So we'll start things off with a little bit of tourmalinated quartz, which is my favorite for finding a job, finding a gig, finding a new stream of revenue, whatever way that you might want to be bringing things in, but wonderful for career and things too. This is also helpful for breaking up really old, stuck energy, old patterns from the past, things that might be from your childhood and might not have a conscious memory of. Great for breaking up like emotional scar tissue as well as physical scar tissue. Also helps with releasing really old stuck trauma and is very helpful for protecting travelers, especially by car. This is black tourmaline going through quartz, and black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. So we'll put that right there. Garnet helps with organization, courage, best use of your time and getting things done. If you're looking at new ways to approach how you do the things you've done for a while, or if you're starting something new, garnet can help you make the most of it and help you find a structure that really works. It also helps to find balance and strength in times of intense change. And oh, look at that, we have I think it's a Gertie. Oh no, it's a Hattie. Hi, Hattie. The cats are all at loose ends because of the move. I'll be moving next Thursday. Yes, yeah, you don't even know what that is yet. No, come on up. Wow. You go ahead and sing to everybody. Everybody loves your singing voice. And in addition to garnet, which helps us to kind of get all those things in order, we're going to go ahead and bring in some chrysocola. Hey, come on up. Everybody wants to see you. You going to jump or you want me to pick you up? Oh, you're such a baby. You want to say hello? Give everybody a purr. Yeah. Yeah. Aww. Yes. She has no interest in me for hours, and then I sit at this chair and start talking, and she goes, oh, good. Everyone's here for Reiki. As she pushes the microphone away. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Yeah. You're gonna sing us the song of your people. Are you gonna? Are you gonna? Yes, you are. Okay. Want to bless the crystal? Want to bless the stone? Oh, good job. Oh, good job. Okay, let me readjust that mic. Yeah, good girl. Awesome. So here is chrysocola. This is wonderful for making decisions that are in full alignment with your highest good. It also helps with making decisions, particularly decisions that keep you on your path to your soul's purpose. It also helps with finding new ways of expressing yourself and working creatively. So it can also help you to get to know yourself and start to better understand your soul's purpose and how you connect to it and what types of things would even make you happy. So that's chrysocola. So we'll bring that here. Oh, good job. Good job, Hattie. Yeah, the cats are all like, who gets mom's lap first when we do the Reiki. So I hope that helps, JS. All the best to you. Let's see. Emily, welcome in. Lee Nico, good to see you. Oh no. Your mom and grandma have COVID. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll definitely put in some stuff for that. I'll get to everybody's request tonight for sure. Oh, Emily, those are some cool requests too. Awesome. Okay, I will get to everybody's request, I promise. So let's see. Violet integration, intention of harmony and relationship, fast money, and a good week ahead for all of us. I love that. So let's do that. So relationship. Let's do Carnelian. Let's do some Herkimer too. I feel like this will help too. Fast money. Let's bring in some red tiger eye. Awesome. Oh, look at you. Okay. So for relationship harmony, let's start with Carnelian. This is the stone of the sacral chakra. That's the emotional center for relationships, and also everything that goes into relationships. It's even beyond just romantic relationships, which it's definitely great for. This embodies sexuality, sexual function, as well as fertility. This is also really helpful for how we relate to the world around us and everyone in it. So whether that's your coworkers, neighbors, any group of people, this can be very, very helpful. It's also wonderful for things including like wound healing, colds, and allergies. Okay. Herkimer is also wonderful for harmonizing discord. Aw. I am getting kitten kisses. Yeah, Herkimer diamond, which is a type of clear quartz, this helps with harmonizing just sort of off energies between people. It can help you bring that energy back into harmony. It also helps with metabolism and being in the present moment. It's wonderful for intuition and also for empowering anything that you might be working on manifesting. So we'll bring that in. Herkimer diamond is, like I said, a clear quartz. It's formed in the earth just like this, double terminated, meaning 2 points. These haven't been cut into this shape. And they're found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. Okay, so let's see. I think I need to just straighten this up just a little bit. Okay. There we go. We all evened out. Ah, the tarot card trick. There we go. Okay. And for fast money, we'll bring in some red tiger eye, which is also about the most protective stone that I have, whether it's mundane bullying, picking on people getting in your way, trying to thwart your progress, anything like that. all the way up to like really nasty spiritual workings. This can be very, very protective. But when it comes to manifesting finances in a hurry, this is a wonderful option. So we'll bring that in. It's very similar to golden tiger eye in terms of appearance, but definitely much more rich. This is also a stone that helps with grounding and feeling a little bit more centered. There we go. So I hope that that helps, and all the best to you, Violet Integration. We're definitely going to get some more abundant stones as we go through the grid for sure. But I'm so glad you're here. And good fortune for the week ahead. Let's see. Oop. Let's bring in Amazonite. This one can really help with luck and fortune as well. Also really calming. It's great for the spine and spinal nerves, and it helps to encourage self-care, especially among folks who tend to put themselves last and put everyone else first. But yeah, Amazonite is one of my favorite go-tos when someone's like, I need a little good luck. You know, this will put a good balance on the week ahead for sure. There we go. Good to see you. Hey, Patty and Key. Blue Sky, wonderful to see you. I hope you're well. Natalie, I hope you're doing well too. Oh, I'm going to get to everybody's requests. We're going to have an amazing grid tonight. So let's also take a peek. Intentions, that your stalker takes the hint and leaves you alone. Otherwise, moving swiftly, because we are all moving. Steady money and soulmate bliss. So let's do some of that protection. Definitely red tiger eye does not hurt. Let's also bring in... There's lots of good protection stones. As always, being that I grew up from the Newark, New Jersey region of the U.S., otherwise known as Brick City, the cleansing power of the brick. Never underestimate the cleansing power of the brick. Potent protection energy. But also we have some black onyx. This can be helpful for grounding fear and anxiety, and it is a potent protection. It helps with connection to ancestors, as well as relieving self-doubt too, kind of giving you a lot of reassurance and self-esteem. It also protects against those who would play mind games. So that's oftentimes a part of that. So let's bring in that black onyx. Wonderful. Okay, and next we'll do, let's see if you made any specific requests. Hello, Slim Shaker. Awesome. I will get to everybody's request for sure. That's a really good request too. So let's do... Okay, so moving swiftly, steady money, and soulmate bliss. So let's do some citrine. Soulmate Carnelian very much helps with. I'm also going to bring in Moonstone. And for moving, one I would often recommend is Garnet, which is already in there, but I'm going to think about some other ones too. So let's start with some Moonstone. This is another stone that can help call in a really great soulmate relationship. It also helps with connection to the lunar cycles, any kind of moon magic, as well as connection to divine timing and trust in divine timing. It helps with connection to women's health, ancient wisdom, sacred practices, well women types of practices. Kanta, I did see your request, so this will help with that too. It's also wonderful for intuition, releasing patterns, and I often think of it as being very connected to everything having to do with the High Priestess Tarot card. So if you're looking for secrets, this can help to unveil them too. But yeah, great for attracting love and soulmate relationships. Steady money. Let's bring in our favorite money manifester here. Let's bring in some Citrine. Citrine is a powerful manifester for really lots of things, but especially finances. Whoop. I dropped a crystal on the kitty cat. There we go. So that is citrine. Natural citrine is sort of a brownish orangey color. If you want to work with placement, you can put it in the back left corner of your home or business, or anywhere that you equate with financial like intake and abundance, like your wallet or a cash drawer in a business. So that is that. It also helps with making good decisions with money, as well as balancing logic with intuition. Helps us to make really good decisions in that way. Also helps with things like nausea, fibromyalgia, and addictions, as well as compulsions. So I hope that that helps. And let me know if there's anything else I can do. And Lee Nico for COVID. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's see, green kyanite and moss agate. When we had the really bad Omicron variant, these were the crystals we used, and they were so helpful. The first is green kyanite, which is super powerful for the upper respiratory system, chest, lungs, throat, and also the heart, which can really be hit kind of hard by COVID. It also helps with gaining wisdom through intuition and feeling connected to plants and nature in general. Also very helpful for balancing like our spiritual side with our mundane, like everyday earthly side, so that you can have a more balanced life overall. But great for breathing and anything to do with that. You okay? There we go. The second is moss agate. This is a stone that is revered in Chinese medicine. It's thought to help anything that is spreading through the body quickly. So viruses, parasites, fungus, anything. This is thought to help with all matter of illnesses. It's also great for connection with nature, which can be really renewing and restorative. Oh. And it's wonderful on a spiritual level too. If you're doing any work with your higher self or your inner child, or just want to feel more connected to spirit, moss agate is a great one to reach for. So I hope that that helps, and I hope that your mom and grandma feel better soon. You want to come up again? You just came down. Oh, say hello. You little weirdo. Okay, make some biscuits. Make some biscuits. Yeah, make some biscuits. What? My goodness. But yeah, I really hope that you are doing well and that they heal up quick. So Emily, something for courage and openness, and maybe going to Burning Man solo for the first time. That sounds cool. As well as financial stability and finding a job. So we definitely have a theme with finding a job. We've got some good finding a job stones in there with tourmalinated quartz. But also let's do some lapis. This can be wonderful for cultivating or intensifying and deepening our integrity, our talk to do ratio, our follow through. It helps with open, honest communication. as well as career improvement. It really helps with moving up in career and earnings and things like that. It's great for disorganization and taking responsibility for oneself, as well as vertigo and hearing loss. So that's lapis. This is also great for pain and inflammation, but it's a really powerful boost for career and job. And let's bring this in. Go. Courage. A stone that helps courage is garnet. We'll also bring in some other ones. Let's see. There we go. This will be very helpful. This is regular tiger eye, or golden tiger eye, as it's often called. This is really helpful for courage, and I did see the request down below for help with, Slim Shaker had a request for solar plexus, which I'll get to with some other stones, but this definitely helps the solar plexus. And bringing forward your desires in life, following your desires and what's important to you. It's also very protective, and it helps to protect against envy and jealousy. It's wonderful too for strength, balance, feeling grounded, and for big picture thinking, which is like making plans to go to something like Burning Man alone. It helps with entrepreneurship too. It's like making a big plan and then putting all the steps in place to get it done is very much a tiger eye thing. It's also wonderful for study and research, in case that's of interest to any of you. So that's golden tiger eye. There we go. Okay. And financial stability too. Let's bring in another financial help stone for everybody. Let's bring in some pyrite. This is fool's gold. We like to hope that the fool's gold brings the real stuff. It's also helpful for fever, as well as the brain and memory, and wonderful for things like radiation sickness, first of all. But this is also a wonderful stone for opening up to intuition while also getting the protection you need to do that. So it's an especially potent stone for folks that are just starting to work with their intuition. And it's hard to think of like, okay, I want to be open in here and be present and experience, yet I also want to be safe and protected. And that can feel like a bit of a mixed bag. This can help hold the space for both of those things. So we will bring in the pyrite. There we go. Awesome. So welcome back, Emily. It's good to see you again. Catherine, good to see you. Goddess of Four, wonderful to see you. Chris, I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Lila Ray, wonderful to see you. And okay, good stuff. So next we would have Bev. Today you're asking for deeper connection to your higher successful self. Clearer divine guidance for the life decisions you have to make. Make my awareness to streams of make me open my awareness to streams of income that are available to me now. I love it. I love all of that. So let's go ahead and bring in some divine guidance, connection to your higher successful self. Higher self, one of them is moss agate. We're also going to do divine guidance for decisions in life. Chrysocola seaweed. For those of you who might be new, or maybe this is your first or second time, there's always so much more overlap between what's going on with all of us than there are differences. Our situations might be completely different, but the themes underlying them are super, super similar. So let's go ahead and bring in some blue kyanite, which helps with understanding those divine messages. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you, Hattie Cat. Do you want this? Okay, you're into the blue kyanite today. All right. Yeah, so understanding spiritual messages, whether it's in dreams or meditations, however you get your guidance, also very helpful for loving and respecting yourself exactly as you are, and for certain types of neurological care too, especially if it's around mobility or speech. So that is blue kyanite. Definitely howlite can be really helpful. Making decisions too. Celestite helps with connection to higher wisdom all around. So that's your higher self, your angels, absolutely, and your spirit guides as well. This very much helps to open that up. It also helps with discerning what's a thought, like logic, what's a fear, and what's intuitive guidance if you're having difficulty parsing them out. And it helps with all manner of physical pain too, because it brings us up into our unity consciousness and into our spiritual body, which changes our experience of the physical body. But that one's a wonderful one to call on guidance and to be connected to that higher wisdom. And definitely chrysocola helps with the decisions, as does Mookite. Wonderful for decisions and also for accepting change, which oftentimes they go hand in hand. This also helps with calming digestion. It can boost the immune system, so hopefully, Lee Nico, this will help your mom and grandma. And also is wonderful for bladder pain. Mookite also goes by the name Australia Jasper, and it can be this sort of burgundy or even deeper into the rich red, or into like the mustardy yellows and beiges and stuff too. So that's Australia Jasper or Mookite. So we've got a lot of those streams. Awareness to streams of income that are available now is definitely tourmalinated quartz and red tiger eye, for sure. So I'm so glad you're here, Bev. It's good to see you. Oop. Sorry about that. Hang on a sec. So many complex buttons on this screen. Apologies. Okay, so let's see. Kanta, we've got reordering your work-life balance, more dance, owning all your power as a sassy old broad and stylish wise woman goddess. I love it. So definitely for reordering work-life balance, my favorite is Garnet. It feels like we're bringing in a lot of Garnet energy. Let's see if I can bring in a little bit more Garnet actually while we're here. Yep, let's bring in all of them. Let's bring in all four. So we'll bring in a little bit more here. Garnet, like I said, organization, practicality. Whenever I'm thinking about how to get more done in the time I have so that I can have more life in my time, Garnet is very helpful for that. I'm also going to bring in Ruby, which I love using alongside Garnet. This one helps with it definitely helps with courage to be yourself, which it sounds like is right up your alley, but it's also wonderful for leadership and management type skills. So that can really help with like that work-life balance kind of thing. Ruby's also great for fibromyalgia as well as love and fertility. So I feel like the love aspect is definitely resonant for so many tonight. There we go. Awesome. Moonstone's also really helpful for that. Definitely Ruby's going to help you to own all your power as a sassy old broad and stylish wise woman goddess. More dance. Polychrome Jasper. This helps to reignite our soul's purpose and the things about it that are most important to us. And it helps to motivate, give us a lot of self-confidence, and very encouraging, especially when it comes to soul's passions and soul's purpose. Additionally, this can help with joint health and movement, particularly lower extremities. So yeah, when it comes to dancing and your purpose and moving into that and flowing into that, this is a very helpful stone for all sides of your intention. This also helps to connect with our Earth Star chakra, which is the energy center beneath our root, which is where we enact our soul's purpose. We show up, we do the things we need to do. So this is a good one of movement, getting out there, dance for sure. I think that all of those together are going to help you. Thank you for being here. It's wonderful to see you, and I hope you're well. And blue sky, stones to alleviate wrist and finger pain from mousing and typing. A good one, if it's related to carpal tunnel, and I don't know that it is, it could just be like repetitive strain. There's a couple of good ones. Let's bring in some Mahogany Obsidian. This is a volcanic glass, and Mahogany Obsidian can help with meeting goals, vitality, energy, like getting things done, but it also helps with releasing perfectionism and any kind of need for approval of others. It helps with teeth and gums, with skin healing, definitely with carpal tunnel, as well as just repetitive stress, as well as releasing anger. So that is Mahogany Obsidian. I often kind of summarize this as the stone that helps with a done something is better than a perfect nothing. That can be really helpful, but it definitely helps with that. And there's also Howlite, which can help with joint pain, joint dislocation, can help with healthy bones, healthy teeth, healthy hair and nails, also stability. It's great for anger, frustration, and resentment as well. So if you're looking for things to do with bones, calcium, like me, I have osteopenia, I definitely work with this stone. Of course, crystals are not a replacement for anything else, but they're the ultimate complement for everything else, as is Reiki. And of course, I do the things where I take my calcium supplements with, other things to help me absorb it. I've shifted my diet. I do weight-bearing exercises. I get my regular scans, and I do Reiki, and I hang out with Howlite. It's sort of like an all the different ingredients kind of situation. But this can be very helpful for joint pain. So we'll bring in that Howlite. And it is really wonderful for those difficult emotions, those ones that we can't quite cry out, like anger and resentment. Yeah, so that should help. Unblocking the solar plexus, definitely. So, Slim Shaker, let's bring out some yellow calcite. So much yellow calcite. This is all the things about the solar plexus, which is our center of self, personal identity, free will, following through with our desires and wants in life. The trolley horn agrees. It's very optimistic and helps bring in a lot of self-confidence. This will also help with the intention for all of us to have a good week. This is following through with your desires based on what you want and need, and releasing the need of approval from others. So this alongside Mahogany Obsidian can be really potent in that regard. But when it comes to boundaries, self-identity, all of those things, yellow calcite is superb. So I'm going to put some of these around the outside of the grid. There we go. So thank you for being here. Let's see. Just checking in. Okay. Oh, that's a good list. So for Patty and Key, let's bring in some good stuff. And I did see a couple of people requesting Numite. I'm so happy when people request the really cool obscure stones. So Numite, Sunstone, Dragon's Blood Ceptarian, let's start with these first. So this is Dragon's Blood, which is epidote and pymonite, and it can help with a lot of times like processing grief, sadness, loss without getting stuck in a self-pity type of cycle. It also helps optimism, happiness, and wisdom. And it's a lot of times patience, particularly patience with yourself and learning from mistakes. It helps with the nervous system, the thyroid, and the immune system. And it's wonderful for the thyroid and strength and courage to create change in your life, which I think is actually supportive of a lot of us right now. So that is Dragon's Blood. Let's put you here. Numite is from Greenland. It's only mined there. You see in these beautiful dark black matte kinds of stones, all of a sudden you see these like flashes of gold. That really tells a lot about the understanding of how it works. So when we're going through our shadow side, our deepest selves, we're really healing. Anytime we're healing beyond the veil too, whether it's grief or working with those who've crossed over, this helps us to see the beauty of spiritual guidance and like deeper wisdom about ourselves as we go through our self-healing journey. So it's like as you go through the darkness, you'll find flashes of light. But yeah, also very protective of stuff. Like, for example, your tarot cards, your spiritual types of things, your altar implements, things like that. So that is Numite, Nuummite. Oh, and I forgot to mention at the top of the stream, the sale in the crystal shop is through tomorrow, the 28th of August, 2023. The code is Home Sweet Home, and you'll be helping me lighten my load for the move. And you can find all of those crystals at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. You can also find more info about my live online Reiki certification classes, and you can schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading. So sorry I forgot to mention that earlier. So Sunstone is also going to help everyone that's looking for a job too. This brings in a lot of luck and recognition and career opportunities, but it also helps you to be seen. So if you're going on job interviews, if you're promoting yourself as an entrepreneur, this is really, really helpful. Also helps with keeping money exploitation at bay, anyone who would be trying to exploit you money-wise, which I feel like we've been using as an intention for those in Maui whose people are trying to swindle them out of their land. This can be really helpful. It also helps with, in general, just bringing a lot of career opportunity. So that is Sunstone. Helps us expand our vision of ourselves. So we'll bring that in. Ceptarian is another stone that helps with the solar plexus for sure. It's a beautiful stone of emotional growth and maturity and healing. This one actually goes by dragon's egg sometimes. It helps with, on the physical level, muscle pain and spasms, as well as skin wounds and lesions, especially really wounds that are resistant to heal. It helps with doing that deep emotional work, that shadow work, and understanding the underlying causes of habits, beliefs, and things like the root issues of different things we might be struggling with. Also helps with being vulnerable in times of healing and transition, and for, in general, just anything having to do with the solar plexus. So we're going to go ahead and place one here and one here. So that is Ceptarian. And Epidote, Prenite, Chalcopyrite, or peacock ore, which is so beautiful. And this was a gift from Chris. Thank you so much. This helps with a number of things, but particularly I've been working with it a little bit to help with executive function, and it's been really, really helpful for that. I'm still learning about this stone, and anybody that has any more insight about it, you're encouraged to share it in the chat, but it is a really beautiful and dynamic crystal. So I'm going to bring that right into the center. Crazy Lace Agate helps with balance and courage, so definitely a theme tonight. It helps with the heart as well as the solar plexus, and with working with the web of karma as well as spider magic. Especially helpful if you are phobic of anything, any kind of phobias, but particularly fear of spiders. It helps with confidence, protection, the skin, the eyes, and the ability to speak too. Helps to connect if you're doing any kind of like a paranormal type stuff, like working to connect to past timelines or people or energies of the past. So we'll bring that in. Aquamarine helps with teeth and gums, but most importantly, forgiveness. This is a stone that helps deflect really low vibe, petty, immature types of behavior. We like to think of it as the anti-Karen stone. It helps to keep people that are projecting their anger and rage on other people rather than dealing with the issue themselves. Also helps with like a may justice prevail kind of vibe. So we'll bring this in. So we'll put a piece right here. Epidote is a stone I've worked with extensively to help with the way I speak to myself. It's sort of my internal monologue. It helps to keep the negative self-talk, like to keep that at bay and help you to work to eliminate that. Also helps with healing injuries and illness, so definitely helpful for Lee Nico's request, as well as connection to the fairy realm, the nervous system, and the skin. It's also a really powerful stone for the brain. Particularly, it's thought to be a really beautiful gift for folks with Parkinson's. So that is Epidote. And Prenite helps with learning spiritual knowledge. Learning, and whether it's learning it for yourself or teaching it to someone else, this helps hold a spiritual classroom space to share that wisdom. It's also really helpful for keeping the mind calm and quiet during meditation. If you suffer from like wandering mind, helps with lucid dreaming, prophecy, and divination, whether it's tea leaf reading, whether it's like literally like lucid dreaming, tarot, anything like that. This can be really helpful. When it comes to things like boundaries, like people who have a hard time saying no to unfair demands, definitely a helpful stone. So that is Prenite. Okay. And I'm going to come back to some of your other requests too. And we got some of them, but I will come back to some more of your requests. Gotcha. Sorry about that. Oh, Patty. You read that chalcopyrite, or peacock ore, is a chakra balancer, especially the top three. So the crown, the third eye, and the throat. Good with many properties. Good for pregnancy, birth, and even rebirth. That is really cool. I'm going to copy and paste that. Yeah, I had to, unfortunately, pack up all of my crystal books. But once I get unpacked, and I can spend some time just living and not dealing with moving. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Patty. Awesome. And if you're hanging out in here and you haven't hit the like button, if you wouldn't mind, it would be super helpful. But, you know, it's totally up to you. Let's see. Appreciate that. And we've also got Martha. Good to see you. The furry singing sisters are around. They are. Stella, wonderful to see you. Okay. And I'll keep on trucking through. And for Lila Ray, intention for a great first day of school for your son and all the other students starting tomorrow. Oh, I love that. My favorite stone for like learning and school and things like that is definitely Tiger Eye. But another stone that's really helpful for like learning, study, that kind of thing, Labradorite. Also, red Tiger Eye being helpful for like discouraging bullying. Because I know it's scary starting your first day of school, even like your first week of school. It's scary. It's so stressful. But this one helps with research, study, learning, also detailed attention to things, which can be very helpful in the Mercury retrograde when it's the planet of communication is moving backwards in the sky from our vantage point. So that makes it harder for us to kind of understand communication. So this can give us a little bit more of an edge in seeing all those fine details. Helps with clairvoyance, joy with travel, and with customer service, workplace harmony, and better sleep. So let's bring this in. It's a stone that's really helpful for clairvoyance, and that's our spiritual sight. So if you do any kind of visionary meditation or anything like that, Labradorite's one of the superb stones for that. So I hope that that helps, and all the best to your son and everybody starting school. I hope that that helps. Natalie, forgiving, peace, and bridging family together and grieving. Absolutely. Definitely, that's a theme too, is like harmony among people. Definitely Herkimer Diamond definitely helps with those, with neutralizing some of those factors, helping to take discordant energy and bring it back into balance. Carnelian helps with all relationships, not just the romantic ones, for sure. So that can be really helpful, as well as Aquamarine can kind of help tamper down any of the pettiness in a way. Let's see what else we have. Feel like Snowflake Obsidian is a good choice. This can help with peace and hope, as well as serenity. It also helps with healing from loss, and a lot of times that's, you know, including grief for sure, but a lot of times loss and hurt feelings over that are in play in family dynamics in a way that we don't even see. It helps to calm overstimulation, brings a lot of balance on the body, mind, and spirit levels, and it can help with releasing any kind of overly held on guilt, like guilt that is not serving, as well as recognizing and releasing and reorganizing patterns that keep repeating that aren't helpful. So all of that stuff is pretty good for family things that you mentioned. So let's go ahead and place this here. This is, as another obsidian, it's really helpful for, it's actually rather a volcanic glass. That's what I meant to say. So I hope that that helps. And also with grieving and connection to the ancestor realms, very much black onyx. So I hope that that helps, hon. Healing for jaw, teeth, and back pain and body inflammation. You got it. Jaw and teeth and gums. That's definitely Aquamarine, as well as the Howlite. Very much so. And Mahogany Obsidian too. Body inflammation, Lapis, and Malachite. Wonderful for pain, inflammation, and arthritis. It's also wonderful for the liver if you need some support there, but it's wonderful for insomnia. Also processing really difficult emotions without getting really stuck with them. Moving them through the heart center, truly processing them so that you can leave the past behind and walk forward without feeling so connected to that past pain. Helps with also fears, like especially fear of flying, but all the phobias, connection to Archangel Raphael too. So we'll bring that in. Do we have room for it right here? No. So let's put these here and here. There we go. So that's malachite, prosperity, and fast cash. We've got the cash stones and the fast cash stone. Let's bring in some peridot. This can hold space for prosperity as well as supporting those really good friendships, the ones that help you to be like your best self. Wonderful for depression and discouraging weight gain, especially if it's out of depressive factors. Helps with digestive issues, particularly things like IBS and Crohn's and acid reflux. Also great for releasing anger and jealousy and for breaking bad habits. So that is peridot. Just go ahead and place some of that in there so that can't hurt. Back pain we have with howlite is helpful. We also have amazonite, which helps with the spine and spinal nerves. So let's bring in also some fuchsite. This can help with spinal alignment, so this can also be helpful there, and helps with sleep disorders as well as inner child work and carpal tunnel. So this might help blue sky. But this is really wonderful when it comes to play and just opening up creatively and just allowing yourself to have fun for the sake of fun. So fuchsite. Let's do this. There we go. So fuchsite. And all the best to you, Goddess of Four. It's good to see you. Oh, I'm glad, Natalie. You read that, Patty, you also read that chalcopyrite has an affinity with chevron, amethyst, and moldavite. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And let's see. Blue Sky, Larimer, Sunstone, Indigo Gabbro. Azurite. I have you here somewhere. Ah, here's Azurite. Azurite, I'm going to have to look up. I forgot again what this is related to, but it is very closely related, like physically in the earth, to chrysocola, as well as malachite. So let's go ahead and look that up. I didn't put away all of my crystal books, just some of them. So let's see. Azurite. So this is from The Crystal Healer by Philip Permut. And Azurite, which Azurite often comes mixed in with malachite. But by itself especially, it's a fairly rare stone. It was gifted to me. Known as the Stone of Heaven. Good for blood strength and the nervous system, helps arthritis. Wonderful for intuitive abilities, expressing your feelings, thoughts, and intuitive information. Brings compassion and empathy. And when combined with malachite, great for meditation, finding like profound changes and profound truths. Rationality, flexibility of mind and thought. Helpful for stress-related conditions. Good for bones, teeth. So there we go. And heart and circulation, gallbladder, liver. Also good for joints. So thank you for requesting that, Blue Sky. I'm glad you did. And let's go ahead and place you right here. Awesome. And Philip Permut's a much more popular crystal author in the UK than in the US. And I found the volume 2 of his book by chance at like a TJ Maxx or something on a sale. And I'm like, let me grab this. And I'm like, I really like his take on things. And I've since bought nearly all of his books. They're wonderful. He's also got a book on crystal grids. Must read. So definitely wonderful. We'll bring in Chevron Amethyst. So chevron amethyst, that's referring to these white lines that if these specimens were larger would make a chevron or a zigzag type pattern. This helps with degenerative diseases, but also tolerance of others. Connection to spiritual and intuitive channels, wonderful for things like shamanic journeying, deep meditation, if you're doing any kind of like visionary meditation, connecting with your spirit guides, your angels, this can be really helpful. So that is chevron amethyst. So we'll put this here and here and here. Indigo gabbro, the next stone I'm going to bring in, often goes by mystic merlinite, and this is wonderful for breaking up kind of those and illuminating, bringing them to our attention, the ways in which we kind of trip ourselves up, our detrimental tendencies, the ways in which we get in our own way. It can also help with breaking those deep habits around them. It's also helpful for menopause, menstrual pain, and everything around that. Helps with integrating your spiritual experiences into your mundane everyday life, and really for shadow work, deep personal work, and deep healing. It helps with intuition, dreams, meditation, and following your heart. So that's really beautiful stone. So that is indigo gabbro or mystic merlinite Merlinite is a different stone. Mystic Merlinite, that's what this is. And when it's tumbled, it looks really different. This is what it looks like when it is tumbled. You see it a little bit more as like purple and black. Okay, cool. Larimer helps with connection to your spiritual purpose and the courage to walk that walk, especially because it can be kind of lonely on that walk sometimes. It's our spiritual path is something that can only be walked by you, and this reminds you that that's normal, that's okay, and here's some courage on your way. So we'll bring in Larimer. It's only found in the Dominican Republic, so we'll go ahead and bring in one piece here. Whoop. And piece here. There we go. That's Larimer. Also wonderful for innovation too, thinking new ways ahead and new ways to like kind of be a pioneer in your path. So thank you so much for those requests, Blue Sky. It's so good to see you. Yeah, this grid tonight is super powerful. Oh, what's the name of the author again? Philip Permut. I'll type that in. Yeah, I love his take on things. Another crystal book that I super love, and like nobody's ever heard of it, but it's a powerful book, is Healing with Gemstones by Pamela Chase and Jonathan Pollock. Those are their names. But yeah, Healing with Gemstones, and they also did one Healing with Crystals. Healing with Gemstones, they actually did a shamanic journey to each stone, to the spirit element or the deva of each stone, and connected with it, and then transcribed what they got, the messages that the spirit of the stone shared with them. It's a wonderful book. There are no pictures. It's a beautiful book. It goes into fewer stones, but really in depth into the stones that it covers. So those are some of my favorite authors around that too. All right, I'm going to work as quick as I can. Okay. Peaceful home, quiet neighbors. Creativity, writing, financial abundance, peace. Creativity is definitely Carnelian as well as chrysocola. Very powerful creative stone to help you really get new ways of getting into your creativity. Stones for self-respect, self-care, and healthy routines. Absolutely Amazonite. Wonderful for self-care and like self-respect. Really powerful for both. As is for self-respect, yellow calcite too. For self-care, we've got fuchsite, Amazonite, and also yellow calcite too. So those are really helpful. And garnet can be wonderful for healthy routines and getting more life in your time, helping you get more work done so that you can have more time for you. Creativity, writing, financial abundance, and peace. Writing. Let's bring in sodalite, which helps with communication and writing for sure. But all means of expression, which includes creativity for sure. This is one that can be a wonderful help during times of Mercury retrograde when communication can be so much harder, but it really helps expression. Also wonderful for coming to terms with themes around aging and menopause, as well as homesickness, and wonderful grounder of impulses too. So that is sodalite. So that'll definitely help with the creative expression too. But writing, absolutely. Speaking, absolutely. So that's sodalite. So that'll be helpful. And peace is very much Snowflake Obsidian. My mind keeps spacing out tonight. Lowering cholesterol. Gotcha. So lowering cholesterol. Tourmalinated quartz can be really helpful with, it's thought to help break up blockages, including scar tissue. But when you're talking about food and like changing your food, let's bring in blue apatite. This is another stone that can help with quite a few different things and different themes, but relationship with food, as well as weight loss, weight gain, if that's anyone's intentions. But when it comes to changing the way we look at food, the way we approach it, how it fits into our lives, blue apatite is super helpful. It also helps to strengthen our aura. So if you tend to be energetically sensitive, this is very helpful, and also good for discovering your soul's path and courage on that walk, which it sounds like is very much in alignment with a lot of requests tonight. So that will be helpful, and all the best to you as you work on that. I know those medicines are no fun, so I hope that this is very helpful. And the medicines are no fun, but it's really important. Yeah, I have to be careful. I have a genetic predisposition towards that, so I have to be pretty careful about it too. Stupid triglycerides, indeed. Okay, let's see. Oof. Let's do for Chris, let's get into some rhodochrosite. This helps with the mother-baby bonding and any kind of wounds around that. Also helpful for asthma and stress headaches, as well as the heart and circulation. So this is not going to be a bad thing for heart, especially like getting things moving, hopefully getting through some blockages. Helps with connection to the ancestors and deceased pets as well. Let's see, let's move this azurite to right here. And you right here. And you right there. And you right there. Okay, good. Oh, thank you, Martha. Your intention is good moving for me. Thank you. Also, that the storm, possible hurricane that is coming to Florida won't do damages. Oh, I really hope not. Let's do Kambaba stone. This will also support a lot of what Patty was requesting around Maui and things. Kambaba stone helps with quite a few different things. It's actually fossilized blue algae, or blue-green algae, rather. It helps with connection to our ancestors and our ancestral lands, whether we live on them or not. It can aid with the growth of plants and crops, too, and helps with connection to the ancestral home. Whether, like I said before, whether or not you live there. Definitely what happened in Maui, what burned, is really sacred to the original kingdom of the native Hawaiians. So this is a big part of that. This also helps with environmental issues of all types and across the globe. But yeah, also aids meditation and ancestor connection too. So that is helpful for that. So I hope that this helps with the environmental issues and hopefully discourages like the damage to that land for sure. Oh, I hope that you're good. Intentions for starting this week are confidence, calmness, and connecting to your higher self-purpose. We've got all the really good self-purpose stones. We've got the blue apatite. We've got the Larimer, the chrysocola. I also wanted to bring in, let's see, confidence. Definitely yellow calcite, as well as black onyx. Calmness. Amazonite helps with that. But I also want to bring in for you for calmness. Let's bring in some smoky quartz. Yeah, we're running a little bit behind. Sorry, guys. This one helps with protection and transmutation of energy, so fundamentally shifting energy, but it's also one that brings a lot of calm and helps ground worry. It helps with breaking up energy blocks, and it's even thought to be protective against things like theft. So, oops, let's see. Let's bring these around here. Back into the Middle Ages, this was used as like thought to protect property from being spirited away by those who would desire it. That's a helicopter hanging out. I hope that helps, Stella. But yeah, lots of that intention is covered, and I'm glad that we all are overlapping in intention so much. Let's see. Let's go for Chris. You've got most of what you asked for, with the exception of Sapphire, which would definitely help everybody. Sapphire helps with, on a physical level, thyroid, the eyes and the ears, speedy justice as well. But this helps to connect to our higher messages. It's wonderful for mediumship and channeling. Getting messages from our angels. It's a highly angelic stone. It's also great for envisioning like the positive side of change during difficult times, and just healing energy in general. So we'll bring that in. But yeah, really helpful to connect with our spirit guides and bring through powerful answers and messages for us. And Aventurine helps us to expand our vision of ourselves, and it also aids with heart rhythms, giving us the confidence to say, well, maybe I can do that, where we think, oh, I could never do that. This is like, well, maybe you can. Let's give it a shot. It helps with allergies, eye issues, and definitely with learning, because it helps you to see like, okay, it helps you to be like not so defeatist. So we'll bring in Aventurine, and we're almost there, and then we're going to get into the energy healing. Let's also get into let's see. Are there stones that are good for attracting romantic partners that aren't flaky? Oh my goodness. If only I could work miracles. We definitely have some good stones for attracting the best romantic partner for you, and that is Carnelian and Moonstone. Another one is leopard skin jasper. Leopard skin jasper definitely helps to call upon a really good soulmate type relationship for you. This is also wonderful for healing animals, as well as just connection to the animal realms and even our animal guides. It helps anything that you might be trying to put intentions around for healing, like Grace's foster dog or anything like with my cats. It helps with coordination, balance, anything impacting the skin as well. But yeah, wonderful for calling in soulmate relationships. So we've got that. And I think we're about there. And Mookite keeps flopping over. There we go. Hey, Heart. Phoenix laughing. Yes. It's good to see you, Heart. You're so welcome, Stella. Yeah, a lot of us are moving. So I think I got everyone's requests. And thank you, all of you, for all of your feedback on the beautiful things chalcopyrite can do. I'm going to cut and paste those later and do some more work with it through the move, and I'll have a better description for everyone worked out soon. So I'm going to go ahead and do that thing. Releasing anger and fear for haters and healing past insecurities, definitely. And Samantha, foot pain, endometriosis, and empath healing. Empath healing, blue apatite. Foot pain, we have polychrome and howlite. Endometriosis, let's bring in pink tourmaline, and anger and fear for like haters healing insecurities. Let's do insecurities with rhodonite, can help with healing insecurities. Also helps with overcoming breakup and loss of relationship. Supports the lungs, allergies, autoimmune, balancing yin and yang in the body, and helps to heal past emotional abuse too. So that's rhodonite. Gotcha. And pink tourmaline is helpful for every kind of gynecologic issue, including and especially endometriosis. It's also helpful for nerve pain and migraines, and mother-baby bonding, spinal injuries, any kind of hormone issues, regardless of gender. And it helps to dispel negative self-image, and it's wonderful for muscle weakness too. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this in. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so here's how you can help me lift the energy of your space and the space that we're sharing. Go ahead into the chat if you haven't already, hit that like button, and then share anything that you are grateful for, anything at all. If you don't feel like sharing it in an open chat, or if you're watching this as a recording, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about the things you're grateful for. I'm going to quickly describe what Reiki is and how to make the most of this healing, kind of an abbreviated description from how I usually do it, and then we'll get into the healing. So thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me to have you all here. Oh yeah, you're absolutely welcome. So thanks again for being here. My name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and if you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, or if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading with me, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. There is a crystal sale going on through tomorrow. That is August 28th of 2023. Use coupon code HOMESWEETHOME, all one word, and you can take 20% off your total. And it will help lighten my load as I move, so thank you. So Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki, which is named after this particular technique's founder in the early 1920s in Japan. And what sets it apart from so many other practices is that it is very spiritual, yet incredibly secular, because teaching anything that even kind of looked like religion in Japan at that time was super not okay, unless that religion was Shintoism. And to understand the underlying definition of what energy is, we can look to Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything are interconnected, and spirit, in this case, however you would define that, would supply that spiritually guided life force energy, that spiritually guided soul energy. That's what Reiki translates to. So the thought is that this beautiful life energy is flowing through everyone, everywhere, and our body, mind, and spirit are working with it all the time to bring us into our greatest sense of personal healing and well-being in any particular moment, whether or not we're aware of it, which is good for those of us in the West because we generally aren't. So essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and just direct more of it to you, supporting your body, mind, and spirit to do even more and come into an even greater sense of balance for you. You may feel some physical sensations, some emotional shifts. You may feel feelings rise up or be released. Mentally, you may get a chance to hear your subconscious or parse some things out logically. And spiritually, you may get some deep intuition, some real clarity or some resolution in some way, or even a deep intuition. And you may also just have a really healing nap, which is amazing. But more than likely, you're going to have the perfect combination of whichever of those are most helpful for you in this moment. While I send this healing to you, which will reach you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, more on that in a moment, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they'll move slowly and gently one color to the next. They will not flash or strobe. I'll turn up the music. To learn more about our musical creator, check out the link at the bottom of the description. You can check out her page and learn more about her. And so Reiki energy, because it flows through all of us and we're all interconnected, it doesn't matter where you are. And because Reiki isn't subject to the same dimensional constructs and limitations that we as humans are, this energy can be there for you whenever you're watching this. So whenever you're enjoying this, the healing is there for you. And for those of you who are here live, if you ever feel like you need energy healing and I'm not live, go ahead and check out our past healing live streams where you can just go ahead and pick one by the picture on the grid, the picture of the grid on the thumbnail, and just enjoy that healing. It'll be the perfect one for you. I promise. You can even skip ahead to start the healing where you want to. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege, as always, to share this healing with all of you. I've been teaching Usui Reiki for just about 15 years now, and it really is something I love and cherish, and thank you all for helping me to find new ways to do that in a very changing world. So let's go ahead back over to the chat. During the session, I won't be able to respond to anything in the chat, but at the end, you will hear my voice come in, invite you to take a deep breath in, and then just share anything that you experienced if you want to, or ask any questions. Additionally, for you to enjoy this session, you don't need to do anything in particular. I encourage you to get physically comfortable, lying down, sitting up, whatever works for you. But you can also move around. You can stretch, you can bend, you can get up and get a glass of water, you can journal, you can play music, whatever feels right to you. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. And you don't have to focus on anything, and you don't have to keep your brain silent. The Reiki is going to support you however you're showing up today. So thank you for being here. It's an honor and a privilege. And let's go ahead in and get into the healing. Ta-da! Ooh, that's pretty. Good job, everybody. Here we go. Ooh, that's so pretty. Thank you all so much for this grid. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, get into a nice comfy position, start sending Reiki. I will send for 25 minutes, and then you'll hear my voice welcome you back in. So enjoy your session. Thank you for being here. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. It may help to wiggle your fingers and toes or gently stretch. Thank you all so much for being here with me this evening. If you have any questions or anything to share, the chat is open. Oh, you're so welcome, Catherine. You too. And also, yes, I will be moving next week. Oh, I may have to mute in a moment. I hear some smoke alarms going off in other units. They stopped. Awesome. I will be moving later this week. I'll be moving on Thursday. Just know that there may be some streams that don't go on live, but I will have some pre-recorded healing for you. It'll be set as a premiere, a live premiere. So I will be live in the chat with you, even though what will be on screen is a pre-recorded healing and crystal grid. So definitely still feel free to join. And again, crystals on sale, 20% off through tomorrow only, and then crystal sales will be paused for a while. They're on sale through tomorrow, 20% off with coupon code HOMESWEETHOME, all one word. And that's learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Oh, you're so welcome. You're welcome, Martha and Chris and Hart. I have a choice between two different movers that I have to make tomorrow. I'm waiting on one more quote to come in. But yeah, I'm set up. I've got people. Thank you. So grateful to be pulling off this move. Also, Reiki classes there's Reiki classes from now through the end of the year are all enrolling now, and that includes the September Reiki 1 and 2. So that's on the website as well. Oh, thank you, Lee. I hope your mom and grandma do better. I hope they're doing okay. Thank you, Natalie, and thank you for all of your support. And I'll take all the good blessings to my move. Absolutely. Yes, this was an amazing grid. Thank you all for your requests. This is exactly what built it. Oh, I'm moving on your birthday. Oh, awesome, Catherine. Maybe it'll be blessed for both of us. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Martha. Yeah, I hope it'll be good for the little girls. They're losing their front door window that they enjoyed sleeping in and surveying their kingdom. So it'll be an adjustment, but I've gotten them extra toys, and there's definitely some benefits to the new spot too, so we'll see. Hey, Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I was just thinking about you earlier. And thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Lots of love to you. Yay moving. Yeah, Jennifer Vatsa. Yay moving. Oh, Jen, ooh. That was a loud truck. Jen, if you will need any extra clean moving boxes, I will have plenty, and I'll still be in the neighborhood so you can come grab them. Just text me. Let me know if you want them, and I'll just text you when they're available. And they're good, big, clean ones. Thank you, Lila. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Patty and Key. Yeah, definitely, Jen. Yeah, I'll have plenty of, I'll have lots of moving materials that you can absolutely take off my hands, so. Including some of the, big boxes that are hard to come by. You're doing a slow roll move out over the course of September. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the little girls are going to have lots of toys in their new place, and if they really, really miss their window to the world, I might even get them one of the cheaper tablets and put some kiddie games on there for them. Oh, a lot of your business stuff you have to move yourself. Yeah. Totally understand, Jennifer. Hey, Cora Carr, lots of love to you. So good to see you. Yeah, Jen, I totally understand that. Yeah. Well, I'll be here. I'll be around. Oh, thanks, Jen. Yeah, definitely be in touch about that. I would totally take it off your hands. I currently have the kitty scratching post that was a gift from Cora Carr, and Vincent. So yeah, that's West Philly. We take care of each other. We pass things along, make sure everybody's got what they need. We don't put anything to waste. Yeah, it's been the usual West Philly move. Oh, so good to see you all. I may even have some other cool moving stuff too to give you. Definitely be in touch. Oh, and Jen, I think I have access to a hand truck. If you need one to borrow one, let me know. Hey, Vincent, good to see you. It's so good to see you all. Awesome. It's so good to see you all. What a lovely Sunday night. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, as long as you have what you need. I do have a hand truck and bungee cords. Upstairs, downstairs, out of the house stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm of no use for that, unfortunately. My body is still like acting out because of all this. Like, for those of you who don't know, I walk on arm crutches, and so like the kind that you have one on each arm and you kind of propel yourself forward. Those they also go by loft strand crutches. And I was running around downtown getting like last minute things, run to the post office, run to the credit union, get my certified check, and up and downstairs and through mass transit, because that is by no means accessible. And my body is still not happy about it. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude. And I am working on a membership program for all of you that'll be totally optional, like extra and above and beyond what we do here. And I will let you know about that as soon as I get settled into my move. And I think I just heard a singing kitty. Hey you, what's up, little Hattie Magoo? Oh, big cat stretch. You want to come up? You want to come up? Does a little Hattie want to say hi? Thank you, Martha. I will take all the energy I can get. Hang on, here comes the kitty. Oh, you brought purrs? Oh, how nice. It's so good to see you. Oh, little Hattie. Yeah, good to see you. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing lots of magnesium supplements, and I have this thing that goes from my feet all the way up to my upper thighs on both legs, and it does compression and heat. And I've been doing that to help with the pain, heating pads to help with the muscle spasms, low back. And I have another device that does, like, it helps me dig out the muscle knots in my upper body from the Lofster crutches like this. And I've been putting them all to use this weekend. But yeah, lots of magnesium, lots of like nice warming things as much as it's hot. And it's helped. Yeah. All right, well, everyone, thank you so much. I think the kitties want me to go play with them a bit. So everybody have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope to see you again soon. My next stream is Tuesday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. Take care. Hope to see you soon, and bye for now.